What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. It's Friday, August 14th, 2026, 7:45 in the morning, and I am heading to my first and only service call today. The guy's got a few service calls on their schedule. I took one this morning. We have an existing residential client that has 6 central air conditioning systems, and starting around 8 years ago, we started replacing one a year. That first year we were still installing Carrier, so that's what he's got, and since then Bosch after Bosch after Bosch after Bosch. But 2 years ago, one of the Bosches, well, let's just say it developed a evaporator coil leak, and we needed to take the evaporator coil out of the IDS 5-ton system we have in our shop and give it to him because he wasn't happy. Well, unfortunately, that system yet again is not working. The outdoor unit isn't coming on. I'm just around the corner from the homeowner's location, and hopefully I'll be able to get some content for you. But if this is your first time watching, I'd appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. There's no cost or obligation. And let me get your thoughts and feedback in the comment section down below once you're done watching the video. Let me get your thoughts, how I handled the service call. I love to grow, love to learn something new every day, and I thank you in advance. All right, folks, let's go check out the outdoor units. All right, we have 4 over here. All right. Pretty sure it is this one. Let me get set up with my tools. All right, so we're actually working on this Bosch. This is the 5-ton, indicated by that 60 in that model number. So that's 60,000 BTUs. Factory charge, 11 pounds, 5 ounces of R410A. And we installed this one, I'm gonna say, in probably 2019 or 2020. Nothing's illuminated on our main inverter board here. This is a very, very expensive control board. This is the motherboard, for the system. Without this, system won't work. So I got my Fluke 902 FC multimeter. Any multimeter will work. We just want to check for volts and AC current. I'm going to do L1 to ground, and I'm going to have nothing there. I'm going to do L2 to ground, also going to have nothing there, and I'm going to have L1 to L2, and nothing's there. Let's just make sure my meter's not like crazy. No, it works. So I just tested individually L1 to ground, and I should have 110, 120. L2 to ground, I should also have that, and together I should have 220, 240, and I have none of that. And if we take a look here, these 4 systems all have these Generac staging relays, where if they're in the event of a power failure, the systems won't all come on at once. So God forbid the power goes out, the transfer switch somewhere on this home senses that power failure, there's a delay, sends a signal to the generator, the Jenny that's right there, turns on. Once power is proven, the transfer switch gives power to the house. And then obviously if these are all calling at the same time, you're going to have possibly a trip breaker on that unit because all of them pulling at the same time. So you have these staging relays or time delay relays for that generator. So if we take a look at this one, I have nothing illuminated on the module. Okay. Nothing's illuminated there. And it looks like it's getting its power from this box right here. Okay. right, let's take that off. See if I can take this off and get in there a little bit easier. All right, so now what we could do is check for voltage here, see if we have incoming voltage. A little tight spot here, and I wish I brought my knee pad from the truck, but I'll be all right. Let's take a look at our disconnect panel. So these two lines right here, the two middle terminals, that is going to be our load. These two right there, that's going to be our line coming in. So let's go there to ground. We have 121 volts. Let's go from ground to L2. We're going to have 120 volts. And L1 and L2, or these two lines, should give us 240, and we have 242.3 volts. So we have proper voltage to the disconnect panel. But let's not stop there. Let's check our two middle terminal. That's going to our load, and we have 242 as well. So now we've confirmed power is at the disconnect, power is leaving the disconnect, coming to here, but from here to here, we got nothing. They need to call their Generac service provider and figure that out, because there's no power there. Now, for a split second, you may be thinking, well, Mikey Pipes, maybe it's not getting a call for cooling, maybe something wrong, else is wrong. Wrong. This system always has line voltage to it, 240 volts, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. So when you don't have power to it, it's a hard stop. Fix the power issue, and then continue troubleshooting if there's still an issue. All right, I've resecured the electrical panel cover, one on top and 3 on each side. Make sure you do this. That is a very expensive and very sensitive inverter control board behind this hood, and if it gets wet, sayonara. You could kiss that board goodbye and anticipate, you know, $2,000+ to replace that board. No joke. Bosch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got something out of it. Let me get your thoughts and feedback in the comment section down below. Would you do anything differently? Let me know. Or also you can email me, mike@mikeypipes.com. I love hearing from the community. Hope you all have a great day. Enjoy the weekend. Be well. God bless. Stay safe. Catch you in the next one.